Assassin's Creed is a game series that both loves history and is playfully irreverent with it. Getting to see, live in, and explore fascinating historical places in their own time is often the main appeal, so when shown the prospect of exploring Athens during the Peloponnesian War, what most excites a philosopher are not tales of Sparta, heroism, and war, but the opportunity to speak with Socrates, to challenge the founder of philosophy in the dialectic. What I first thought was wasted opportunity later turned into a pleasant surprise. The first foreshadow of Socrates comes in his contemporaries, when we must interrogate the Oracle of Delphi to discover the hiding place of a cult that wishes to kill us and our families. This Pythia, this oracle, has become a pawn of the cult, with foreknowledge that this religious figurehead would soon be responsible for propelling Socrates into infamy by naming him the wisest man in Athens. We begin to worry that our interaction with Socrates will be less than tactful. This worry continues when we earn an invitation to a party hosted by Pericles, leader of Athens, and we have our first opportunity to engage with Socrates. His demeanor, appearance, and penchant for cyclical and prodding questions are a perfect blend of how he is depicted by Plato's 5 dialogues and how he is ridiculed by Aristophanes' stage play The Clouds. Further, due to Odyssey's limited dialogue structure, Cassandra and Alexios necessarily become caught in contradictions and self-defeating statements, and become frustrated and angry with Socrates. Even if the player can see the contradiction being set up, the player has no way to execute on unique options. This left me feeling dissatisfied. Surely, if anywhere in the game would warrant expanding the dialogue options beyond the standard yes, no, or other yes formula, it would be here. But it wasn't. It was wasted potential. I continued to feel this way with every conversation where Socrates was present. That is, until a certain quest on the island of Delos called the Socratic Method became available. During this quest, we discuss whether a certain prisoner should be put to death or set free. This man killed an Athenian soldier, but in self-defense. The murderer is a rebel native to the island of Delos and attempting to oust the Athenian Empire in order to restore freedom and self-governance. However, the murder took place on sacred ground and is an affront to the shared religion of both the Athenians and the native Delians. After the debate, you have the option to go save this prisoner. In speaking with the prisoner, he reveals himself to be a raving lunatic with a love for violence, and you have the option to kill the murderer yourself. When you return to Socrates, however, something amazing happens. Something never seen in the potentially hundreds of hours of playtime preceding this quest. Your actions have consequences. In the context of this game, the main character is a bit of a psychopath. She's cutting off people's fingers at the age of 10, and she's robbing and murdering friends and foe alike on Kephallonia long before the motivation of defeating the cult of Cosmos is established. The non-lethal options of knocking out an enemy unlock later on, do less damage than assassinations, have longer animations, and are not permanent. It has a time limit. Non-lethal abilities, such as the Paralyze Arrows and the Spartan Kick, must be obtained separately and deal less damage than other abilities you could use. In other words, the game makes violent assassination the assumed standard. The player must go out of their way to build a character that is capable of not killing as an option. After this quest, the actions you take in-game determine what debate you have with Socrates. If you kill a guard and set the prisoner free, you discuss if human life is equal, and why the life of a soldier doing his duty is worth less than that of a murderer. If you make sure both the guards and the murderer live through non-lethal moves, Socrates questions why an assassin and a mercenary would choose life in this case, to which she only responds, "I was in a good mood." If you let the guards live but still kill the murderer, Socrates questions who truly benefited, Athens, the rebels, or yourself. To which Cassandra quickly says yes, followed by Socrates giving a pregnant pause as he laments how we do not give any time to consider that other points of view may differ from our own. This quest alone revitalized my interest in the game, and when the final Socrates quest, Socrates' Trial, became available, I attempted to complete it non-violently, only to discover, however, that the quest assumes you killed guards regardless of player actions. This quest, however, showed Cassandra learning to use the Socratic rhetoric style on Socrates himself, holding her own among other philosophers, and highlighted the more controversial ideas and lesser-known facts of Socrates' life, such as his hatred of the written word, his strong nationalism from his time as an Athenian soldier, and his uncompromising legalism. So the quest was still quite enjoyable. I learned later that this quest, the Socratic method, was made to be a demo at conventions and trade shows, designed to show a good face but was ultimately not representative of quest design for the game as a whole. However, the quest demonstrated a novel idea for quest design. It treated the player's skills and gameplay actions as decisions in a storyline dialogue tree. It was a definite microcosm of how philosophy can be presented in a game by making your play itself a dialectic. Thank you for watching, my friends. Are you new to the SocraTetris community? You can talk with me and other like-minded people on our Discord server, the SocraTetris Symposium, link in the description below. And if you found value in this video, you should also like our video on how Yoko Taro used gameplay to critique the mathematician-philosopher Blaise Pascal and the wager for God in Nier Automata by clicking the end card. Thank you again, I will see you in the next video, and as always, stay true.